what is Next Step Homeless Services? You've been in Fort Smith for quite a while.
Mhm.
What do you all do on a daily basis?
So we have two real different emphasis with Next Step Homeless Services. About half of what we do is what a lot of people are familiar with, which is the Next Step Day Room. It's an emergency day shelter for homeless individuals, and we also see families in here too. And so we're open here Monday through Friday. We do breakfast and lunch for anyone who comes in. They're mostly homeless people or people who are on the verge of homelessness. So if they're at risk of homelessness and they need a meal, we're happy to provide that to people. We also have a mail service, so people use Next Step as their address. So if they, if they're homeless, obviously they don't have a place for their mail to go. We also have phone service that they can utilize, computer service. They can charge their phones here. We have case management services, which basically means we have two social workers here and other paraprofessional kind of staff who can help people with filling out applications, getting IDs, birth certificates, help filling out a job application or an application for housing somewhere. And so that's our case management component. We also have a repository where people can bring their suitcases, backpacks, things that they don't want to carry around day to day, and they need a place to store it. We have a place that they can lock it up here. We have medical students and nursing students come in, and nursing students twice a week. So they do blood pressure checks and all kind of wellness checks. And it helps the students as well as it helps our homeless community with their health. And we oftentimes partner with Good Samaritan Clinic to provide services for people who have an issue that comes up during those assessments. We have classes here often, particularly pre-COVID. We would have kind of life skill classes that people can learn about anger management and all kinds of things, that foot care, variety of things that they may need to know as a homeless person. We have health clinics. We have done COVID screenings, COVID vaccinations, flu vaccinations here. So we just do a variety of things here at Next Step, and it gives people a place, if nothing else, to come in and get out of the elements.
I guess I should have asked, what don't you do?
Oh, we had hygiene products too,
yes,
and clothing and things like that. Yeah.
So how do people find you if they're homeless? How do they know where to go to find you?
Well, probably if you say, where's the day room? People kind of know the day room is downtown, and they can come to 123 North 6th Street and find us here. And as long as they're of no threat to others, their staff, or themselves, they're welcome to come in and be in our facility. We pretty much take people where they are, how they are at that moment, and give them a place to be that's safe inside. They can lay down and sleep or rest or watch TV, participate in whatever activities we have going on at that time. And then about half of what Next Step does, the other half, is a housing program. So this has grown over the years, and this is a little bit less known to our community, but it's a really big, exciting thing that we do. We have 3 group homes. One home, it's called the Buddy Smith Home for male veterans. It's a 15-bed home. We have Esther House for women and children. That's an 8-bedroom home. We have Gabriel House for men. That's an 8-bedroom home. And then we have 4 single-family homes where families can stay up to 6 months. We have a duplex where 2 other families can stay. And then we utilize 4 apartments with First Presbyterian Church. They own those. They allow us to have homeless individuals who are in our housing program stay there. And our housing program is a drug and alcohol-free program. People can come and stay up to about 6 months with us. They have to become employed or have some sort of income source, work with our case managers to work on any life skill issues that they have. Save money. We have a savings program where they can use that savings for rent deposits and things when they leave us, because our whole goal in our housing program is to move people into independence and out of homelessness. And we've had a really good record with that over the years.
Talk about your new location. What will that
Okay.
allow you to do?
So our board of directors has decided to really begin a focused pivot in our services away from our day shelter once we have our new facility into strictly housing.
Mhm.
And so we will be providing at that location 30 housing units for individuals or couples. There will be no children there. It will just be individuals or couples who are homeless. We'll be providing a small place for them to stay, a tiny home, which is not quite that nice, but a little home where they can be sheltered and out of the elements and have electricity and heat and air and access to showers, laundry, um, food, kitchen, bathrooms, and things like that. And they will be able to stay there, and most of these people will probably be chronically homeless
Mhm.
individuals who've been unsheltered, who'd be able to then have a really safe, humane place to lock their belongings, be able to sleep comfortably without having to watch their back, and work with our case managers, much like our other housing, part of our housing program. But it will be starting at maybe a little lower level for
Mhm.
some of these individuals who've been in encampments and on the street. And we'll also be building a facility in front of the tiny houses that will have our offices, our kitchen, our volunteer space. Volunteers come and help us put together hygiene kits and all kinds of things, as well as a space for people to eat who are in our housing program, and all kinds of other kind of classes and stuff that we'll have. This facility will focus strictly on our housing clients who live there, as well as our housing clients from all of our community housing. So this will give us a great location to work intensely with those people. But we would not be open to the general homeless population. It would not be an emergency day shelter.
You're a United Way partner, have been for quite a while. There at United Way of Fort Smith area. Where would you be without the help from United Way?
Well, when I first became executive director about 3.5 years ago, the previous executive director told me the United Way and our partnership with United Way is one of the most important things that you must pay attention to and focus on, because United Way provides us not only with funding, but they provide us with opportunities for publicity, volunteers, um, all kinds of goodwill from our community. When you're a part of United Way, in my opinion, you're showing that you are financially someone that people can trust in. The United Way, when you become a community partner, they're looking at your finances, how you've handled grant money that you've gotten, how well you communicate with them and the rest of the community. And so I think people can feel that they can be comfortable giving money to the organizations of United Way. But United Way also has given us opportunities such as Tyson summer internship that comes from Tyson working with United Way. Gives us opportunities for training for the directors of all the agencies who are in United Way. So it's wonderful mentorship that we get from the staff at United Way. So it's very valuable to us. And we also are able to utilize our United Way grant money to use as a match for other grant funds that I apply for. So most grants require that you have some percentage of matching grant funds, and United Way is one of those that we're able to utilize for that kind of fundraising for other activities we do.
You know, just like with any other partner, it sounds like it's a very valuable relationship.
Absolutely. One of our most valuable relationships in our community, and one that we're really pleased that we've been selected again and be a part of. So we're really pleased to be part of United Way.
All right, Sharon, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you.